be found in Factorum outposts nearby, but there seems to be some kind of new technology inside it. What should we do?
Set coordinates and get ready for a jump. We need to find out what this is. Whoa, what is this? This looks like a...
Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. Just want to say thank you to Keen for allowing me to do a showcase / sneak peek of the newest PROTOTECH technology that will be available in the next update. Fieldwork. So what is this monstrosity of a machinery here by the Factorum faction? It is the PROTOTECH Fusion Reactor. Alright, the PROTOTECH Fusion Reactor is a pretty large machinery. So it's about 3 blocks wide, 2 blocks high, and 2 depth. So basically a 3x2x2 type of ordeal here. And it's got a port on the back and a port on the bottom right over there. So this thing looks amazing as always with the new technology through PROTOTECH. And of course you have the spinning reactor like thing right over here that is churning away and powering the system and station. So what does this fusion reactor entail? Well, if we go into the control panel here, well, you'll see the details right over here. Maximum output 400 megawatts. Fill whatever percentage, and of course you have a total of 150,000 liters of, you guessed it, hydrogen. So let's take a really in-depth look in the details of this PROTOTECH technology. So right here is the control panel with a few buttons like N1 through N5 with some dials right over there. And then you have this thing here which doesn't really move but looks pretty cool. Has additional buttons here, panel buttons, warnings. And of course the main attraction is going to be the middle piece, which is right here, the kind of like large hydrogen tank style, which is, I guess that's where the hydrogen is going to be stored. So you see additional details down here, radioactive, more buttons and dials, all the little intricate details of this fusion reactor. What happens if we go right into the tank? Well, we'll see what that looks like. It's got the fans, it's got the spinning pieces to it, got all the pipes and valves and everything like that. So very, very detailed out PROTOTECH item here, which is very, very cool. But of course, if we're talking about comparison to any other reactors that we have, we would want to go against it with the warfare reactor is one, which is a very large item as well. This one here being 3 in height, 3 in width, and 3 in depth. So 3x3x3. And if we were to put anything in there in terms of uranium, we get a maximum output of 300 megawatts. So this technology right here outbeats the reactors, which uses uranium, by 100 megawatts, which is awesome. But if you want to compare to a hydrogen engine, which also runs on hydrogen, similar to the fusion over there, you're basically lining it up, and you can line it up kind of the same way, which is kind of like that, but without the conveyor junctions, of course. And of course, the max output of this will be 500 megawatts only, so it's not much at all. So basically 5 megawatts times 6 of these hydrogen engines, we only get 30 megawatts out of these hydrogen engines. So it's not efficient whatsoever. But how do we get this technology? Well, you see in the bottom right, it needs a ton of PROTOTECH panels, 275, 100 computers, reactor components, superconductors, PROTOTECH cooling units, PROTOTECH capacitors, construction components, PROTOTECH panels, and PROTOTECH frame. And the description reads as PROTOTECH fusion reactors convert hydrogen into power at a high rate of efficiency. PROTOTECH blocks contain advanced components that will be lost if extraction is attempted. So what would you lose if you were attempted to dismantle? You would lose the cooling units, capacitors, and of course the frame. Right, so the PROTOTECH fusion reactor will be a free block in the next update. 1.206 will be named Fieldwork, and it will be released on Monday, April 28th. And of course, don't forget to join the release live stream that will occur on April 28th, 5 p.m. UTC, which is about 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific on either YouTube or Twitch. Links will be provided down in the description below. All right, so I hope everybody will enjoy the new update that's coming up, and of course, be able to attain one of these fusion reactors from Factorum. All right, thank you again, Keen, for allowing me to do the sneak peek of the PROTOTECH fusion reactor. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys later. Bye.